That's the start of day 6. And we got a rainbow. And that's where we're sailing. So I guess that's going to be our pot of gold if we ever get there. Had a long night last night, having problems with the self-steering vane, and so had to heave to, or basically stop the boat by backwinding the sail. Wait till morning when I could safely do some repairs. And we're back sailing again, which is very good because the trip's already been long enough. I don't want to make it much longer by not being able to sail. Day 6 is coming to a close. We're sailing along with a reefed main and a Yankee out front, just a sail on the end of the bowsprit. Kind of a really high cut sail. The wind has increased a little bit, and that's the reason we had to reef the main and take down the staysail. It just got to be too much wind to be able to manage the boat safely. It's time for another beautiful sunset. And day 6 comes to a close. At the rate we're going, we're probably looking at a 20-day passage. Hello folks, we're in the middle of day 7. Made myself a little lunch, some potatoes and onions, and so far all is well. It looks like we might arrive in Florida somewhere around the 21st of the month, which would make it, 16, 17 days total to cover the roughly 1,100 miles. And it'll be really nice to finally get on land again. The trip has been good. We've had a few minor problems, but they were easily repaired. The main sheet's been giving me a bit of a problem. That's what hooks on the end of the boom and allows you to bring the mainsail in and out. A few other small things. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat my lunch here, and then I'll probably see you back here for sunset. Hope you're looking forward to that. This is day 7, sunset. This is almost the end of day 12, and this is our sunset for tonight. The last couple of nights we had cloudy skies and basically no sunset worth watching. So I didn't really do much filming. Tonight it's really calm, so we'll do our sunset from up here at the bow. It kind of gives a different perspective. We've got the Yankee out front, the staysail back behind it, and then the sunset out there in the forward area. We're about 700 miles from St. Thomas and a little less than 500 miles from the east coast of Florida. So well past the halfway point. Trip is going well, except for this really calm weather, which has really slowed us down the last couple of days. But I guess the calm weather is better than really bad storms, so I'll take it. I thought you'd like to see how we do our dishes at sea. I have a 5-gallon bucket that I fill up with salt water, and then I have a little sponge and my soap. I put the soap onto the sponge and I wash the dishes. I put them out here on top of some clean cloths and let them sit. And then I rinse them off with a very tiny amount of fresh water. And that allows me to wash all of my dishes in about a cup of water or less. And after I've rinsed them off, they sit here to dry for a few minutes, and then I'll dry them off with a towel, put them all away before they get thrown all about the boat. Right now it's really calm, so I'm not at all concerned about them getting thrown about, but if it was blowing out there, I would certainly put them away immediately. So as day 13 comes to a close, you can see by the state of the water that there is no wind, and we've had no wind for about 3 days. And it looks like we won't have any wind tomorrow either, but it should pick back up again on Tuesday. But a nice sunset to be enjoyed, along with the calm atmosphere and the calm water and the calm winds. Just another beautiful night to be enjoyed. You'll notice the sun is off to the side of the boat today. That's because there's no wind at all to get it to point in the right direction. But that's okay, because we don't need to point in any particular direction since we're not going anywhere. We'll just sit here and enjoy the sunset. I hope you enjoy it also. We have a sunset for day 15 at sea. Start off the day with a good breakfast. Look at that big daddy rain cloud. I just went through that. Y'all know all about storms. There's always a fair bit of wind before the rain. That was fun too. But hey, we got the boat. coming to a close. 11 miles out of Fort Pierce on the east coast of Florida. It's really been a great trip. I've enjoyed it, but it's been a long time. 22 days out of St. Thomas, and I'm ready to hit land. Probably another 2.5, 3 hours before we get there. And we got some storm clouds to go through, so we're going to get cleaned up before we even get to Fort Pierce. We'll get some diesel fuel, find a place to sleep for the night, and then leave early in the morning for Stewart and the Okeechobee Waterway. Thank you so much for joining us. See you back here for another sailing adventure or photography adventure very soon. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Welcome home, Moose, and happy birthday. What an epic trip. 22 days at sea, St. Thomas to Fort Pierce in Florida. What an adventure. Thanks everybody for the prayers. They were answered. I had a safe passage, a wonderful time, and we're home. At least back in the United States. Welcome home, castaway. The boat is home.